Can you name that movie? Because if you can, it's Mrs. Doubtfire. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. And one of my favorite lines of every movie I've ever seen is, "It was a drive-by fruiting," when she throws the piece of fruit at the back of Pierce Brosnan's head. Hello, hi, welcome back. It's been a minute. I actually tried. I don't know the date. The 6th. I tried to record one yesterday, and maybe even the day before, but I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. And my friend called, and apparently, when I'm recording on my phone, because I don't know if you can tell, but we're not in my closet, on my phone again. Uh, if someone calls, it shuts off the recording, even if I don't answer the phone call. It's very strange. So, welcome back. I would like to say that it's been very exciting in my life, but it hasn't. My life really doesn't change. It's work and dogs. And sometimes I go to AA meetings and I play softball and hang out with the dogs. I don't know, working dogs. And my house is not clean. I brought inside this stuff to clean it today and I have not yet. Okay, so I played softball on Friday night and I got all excited to tell you guys about this the other day when the recording stuff, but I got a double play. Okay, and I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I do play second base and we always practice double plays. And it's much easier to make a double play when you field the ball at shortstop. The angle's better. You don't have to turn your body. You really can just tap that base and throw to first base. And I don't play shortstop. I play second base. And on Friday night, I got the ball from the shortstop and then I turned and I threw it to first base. And the girl was slow enough, which is awesome because I'm slow. And I got a double play and it was a really big deal. And I'm just going to ride that high for a little while. But we were short players and a guy from the other team played on our team and he was talking about Letterkenny. He made a reference of Letterkenny and about being a degen. And so he made a reference, and I said how one day I realized my dog needed her nails cut because I woke up to the sound of her little tippy tappies, and all I could think was pitter patter, let's get at her. And that was when I got Charlie Sheen's nails cut. She has been basically a tripod for like 4 days now. They have this stupid I don't know if my friend from high school listens to all these, but if he does, this is for you. They do this run, this half marathon through Frederick every spring. That's awesome if you want to run 13 miles. I mean, I don't get it. You hear that? Someone's walking by with a dog. This is what happens. So I don't get it. I think I made it pretty clear that my favorite position is, in fact, sitting down. I don't like exercising like that. And I definitely don't run without purpose. And by without purpose, I mean I just don't run on purpose. And like the idea of running 13 miles for no reason, like it's 13 miles to nowhere. It's like the people, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. People get sober and then all of a sudden they want to go hiking. I don't want to go to a walk to nowhere. So they do this half marathon in Frederick and it goes past my house. Like not like right in front of, but like a half a block that way. And you want to run fine, but on a Sunday morning at 6 and 7 o'clock to have the family members out yelling and screaming and shaking cowbells and blowing those stupid horns that are at soccer games, shut up. Shut up. Because one of my big points of contention here is that these people are the people, they're the families, right? They got children that cheer for them. That's cool. I'm glad somebody's yelling for you. Huzzah, right? But you're also the fucking parents who want a night in the summertime where like your kids are too loud, our kids are asleep. How dare you? Oh my God, you pitter patter, let's get at her. And you can't even hear his nails. I don't know how, but my rescue is it, he can slide across the floor. He just lifts up his nail. It's the weirdest thing. It's so cool. But yeah, that was Freddie Mercury. So I know that those people screaming are the ones who are like, oh my God, your children are so loud. Did anybody hear those gunshots? What was that noise? Oh my God, the fireworks. It's so late. Put your children to bed. There's a curfew. So why on a Sunday morning at 7 o'clock do you get to be as loud as you want to? And it's not like I'm not awake. I wake up so early, even on the weekends. I got 3 dogs. I'm up between 5 and 6:30. That's not the fucking point. I don't want to hear your voice. And there was this woman for like a half an hour. She had one of those voices where it's the cutest thing. I'm pretty sure. See, hello. I'm pretty sure if she's a screamer in bed, she doesn't get laid very often. Or like muzzle. possibly a ball gag. It was that bad. So yeah. So that was Sunday, and it really irritated me. And then I didn't even have softball to relieve it because it has rained so much. And do you want to give me a kiss? Thank you. And it's not like rain is the worst. Thank you. But Charlie Sheen has panic attacks during thunderstorms, and so this is it. We're in it now. They have started. There were thunderstorms Sunday and yesterday and today. So she has been in panic attack mode. However, so the point of this was she's been a tripod. So Sunday when all those assholes were out there yelling for no reason, just being awful to my senses, uh, Charlie gets excited and she barks and she runs. And if she walks, she's fine. But then she runs, she plays too hard, and then she has to be a tripod. And it's just been going on for like 4 days. I feel bad, but I'm not going to have surgery because there's no point. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that it won't do anything because my house is not conducive. So in any case, that's about it in my life. I cleaned two today. I cleaned two yesterday. I'm cleaning two tomorrow. Uh, vet tomorrow for Freddie Mercury, massage on Thursday for You Like My Body. We're gonna get cupping again, and then I got softball Friday and Sunday. And that is the way that my life looks right now. I have listened to the news. I've read stuff. I've been annoyed. I've been sad. I've been disappointed. Uh, on the plus side, though, they've estimated that Donald Trump has made $1 billion in cash on his meme coin. Because, it's a good way to bribe a president without bribing a president. Buy some fake money coins. I'd love to know who just came up with the idea that you could just say something is worth something and now it exists. Crypto's wild. Yeah. United States is just weird right now. I was thinking about what I was going to do on this thing this time or anytime coming up because I'm not always going to want to, like, there's, like it was specific when I talked about sex. Silly boys. And it was specific when I did most of my recovery story and like specific things. And I do want to get some friends on this thing. I've got an awesome girl, Gabby, and I've got a buddy, Mike. Michael, who I do not agree with politically at all. And he wore Trump socks to softball. And I don't think he was being ironic. He just really likes him, which to me should be ironic, but it's not. He really likes him. However, I can talk to him and we don't end up arguing. We actually talk at each other. I'm not going to agree with him on most stuff because, uh, my brain does different things than his. And I don't enjoy that there's a direct correlation between Trump fanatics and a lack of higher education, but there is critical thinking. So I do want to have some friends on this. I do think it would be fun for you guys just to watch me banter with people because my brain goes really, really fast and it does the same thing in conversations. I'm going to the beach in like 4 weeks, which I'm going to be in a bikini. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I've been in a bikini in a while and I don't hate my body, but I don't always like it. We talked about that. So we shall see. But I was thinking, and what I have kind of come up with is I think that the last time I did one of this, I asked the best friend if it was okay, and he said, because I don't watch them before I post them. I just film them and I post them, and then you get what you get. And then I'll watch them and be like, ooh. And so I asked him if it was okay, and he was like, "Well, it was you talking shit about people and hopping all over the place, so it was you." So kind of got me thinking that what I might just do is talk about what has been getting my goat. I wanted to say what's been choking my chicken, but I'm pretty sure that is synonymous with slapping the salami, which is synonymous with uh, jerking it, which is masturbation, right? So I don't know if choking my chicken, because you can't be like, what really grinds my gears, because Peter Griffin. Um, but I got stuck behind a Tesla today, and I know that in theory, electric cars are good, right? I mean, I know that we're destroying the planet because we're destroying the planet, because that's what humans do. We are a parasite. We are a parasite from the moment we're conceived, right? So, like, pregnant women, I always tell girls that I know when they have their baby, I'm like, I'm so glad your parasite is gone. And the the faces that get made at me when I call a fetus a parasite, it's crazy, right? But it's not a symbiotic relationship. It's 100% a parasitic relationship. Women only store calcium in their body up until the age of 25. That's the max we're ever going to have, right? But then you get pregnant, and what happens to all the nutrients in your body? Baby takes some parasites, and then they tear out of your vagina. I think that whoever came up with the alien concept was really just fascinated by actual birth because, yeah. But yes, right? So in theory, not in theory, we are destroying the planet. So electric cars should be good. But then you just got to be a douche nozzle, right? And so now no one wants to have Teslas. And it's one of those things. Like I was talking to a client about today when I was cleaning her house about how I've always hated Donald Trump, right? And how there are these there are these people that, hey, Charlie, glass door, beagle. So Charlie, like Tourette's. So, there are people who voted for Trump who now are like, I believed him when he said he was going to do this and that. And I was telling her, I was like, I don't know why anybody believed him, right? He's exactly who he's always been. He is the guy that was on The Apprentice. He's just a dick, right? So, like, the fact that you're surprised at all just makes me laugh that they were ever surprised by the fact that he is exactly who he is. But also, can we stop getting upset about his fucking memes, man? I did that whole last episode where I talked about how we were bearing the lead because we were focusing on trans women being able to play in women's sports, which again, nope. Instead of the fact that we were siding with North Korea when it came to uh, attacking our allies. In any case, so shit. I don't know where that was. I don't know where. Oh, the memes. God damn it. He's an idiot. And the fact that anybody gets triggered by the stupid shitty posts on True Social, you are dumb. You're just as dumb as he is. You're just as dumb. Oh, the Catholics should be so mad. No one's going to vote him Pope. He is doing it on purpose. He is playing you all like a fucking fiddle. You guys get irritated. He gets more press. Shut up. Just shut up and let the man be the man. If we could shut down any media attention, he would implode. Just shut up. So I got stuck behind a Tesla, right? But so I'm saying I hated Trump. I just never liked him. He's just a blowhard. Teslas. I've never liked Teslas. There's an amazing South Park episode about Priuses, right? And there's a smug alert, and it's not a smog alert. It's a smug alert. And what happens is the marshes. I'm pretty sure maybe it was Kyle's. Might have been Kyle's family, the Broflovskis, but I think it was one of those families, either the Broflovskis or the Marshes, moved to San Francisco, I think, because they got a Prius and they didn't belong out in South Park anymore. And so, because they were being smug, and they go to this party and they're just all standing around, and it's like wine tasting as if they're smelling each other's farts, right? And they're just inhaling their farts because they're so superior and so great because they're saving the planet with their electric cars. And there's a smug alert because the smug from two areas is gonna combine. God, come on, July and South Park return. So that's what I think of with Teslas, and I got stuck behind one today. And like, fucking fine, drive the car, drive the stupid fucking car that's gonna save the stupid fucking planet. Don't go 20 miles an hour, you fucking douche. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ugh. Even on roads where the speed limit is lower, I know that I'm going to speed. I expect you to go the speed limit. How about that? If the speed limit designated is 40 miles an hour, please don't go 28, you little bitch. I can't. So that's what this is going to be, is I'm just going to unload. And so here is why, is because people talk all the time about being, we just got to be so kind and so nice, and we just have to see the positive. We just have to see the positive, and life is so good. Your life is beautiful, and you just have to recognize how beautiful it is. All right, look, I do have a good life. And I have these three dogs, and I have this little house, and I have my car, and I have a business, and I have a yard, and I have family and friends, and I have 3 softball leagues because I'm an idiot. And I have way too many pairs of shoes and I have all of these things, right? And I know that. I really do. I have a great life. I have a great life. And people still fucking people still piss me off and things still get on my fucking nerves and acting like that's not real because I'm going to be kind or I'm going to be better. No, I'm allowed to be annoyed. I'm allowed to be furious. I'm allowed to be all of these different things, right? I'm not saying that I'm going to walk around pissy pants Magoo because I'm not. Because I do this and I put this shit out into the ether and then I let it not fester inside of me like a boil. So that's what we're going to do. Because I went out to lunch on Sunday with 2 of my girlfriends because one of them, um, just recently told a dude that she didn't want him anymore. And this goes back to my thing about how, like, no means no. No means no. And when I tell you I need space, go away. And when I tell you that I am not happy, go away. And when I tell you that I think that we should be friends and all I want is for you to win, go away. And this fucking dude, she is 21 years old. He is 32 fucking years old and he's a goddamn child. And he's a bitch. And he pulled a thing like, oh, now that you're leaving. So for 2 years, he has bandied her back and forth. And this girl, she is a whole ass biscuit. Like I told her, I'm not a lesbian and I would have sex with her. She is beautiful. I can say these things. Nobody in my family listens to this. Ah. So she's beautiful and she's sweet and she's got aspirations and she's smart and her body's fantastic. She teaches exercise classes and she's 21. So she's still got a fucking metabolism. Like girl's a dime. And this boy's stupid. He never wanted to date her. He never wanted to date her until push came to leaving. And now he's, oh man, please. And he's in NA and he was like, now I'm thinking about using. And he took her fucking hostage or tried to. And I, of course, am behind her the whole way, shoving her away from him because he's just a piece of shit. And he just wants her because I can add effects using hand gestures. Not going to figure that out right now. But so, like, legitimately, he tried to take her hostage, right? And just no, 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 no. And no does mean no. And if you have to beg and convince someone to be with you, they don't want to be with you, you little bitch. It's happening again today. He showed up at both of her jobs to convince her that she needed to give him another chance. And he even pulled that, I mean, do you want to do this the hard way or do you want it to be easy? Saying the easy way was for her to walk away. When for over 2 years now, all she's wanted is for him to be with her. And it took her saying, I'm going to leave for him to say, I love you. Oh, I don't like him. But so we went to lunch. I went to lunch with her and another girl because support and because I love these 2 girls. And we talked shit. We talked shit at lunch. And it feels good sometimes to talk shit. It feels good sometimes to gossip. It feels good sometimes to point out that there is some shit going on that has nothing to do with you that makes your life look a little bit better. I know that it can come off as petty and small and uh, not nice. I don't care. I don't care. We people in AA all the time, right? They're like, we don't judge here. Fucking liars. You're a liar. I judge. I judge every time I walk into an AA or an NA meeting. Every time. I judge the couple that can't stop touching themselves during a meeting because, well, they're not paying attention. I judge the person on Facebook who's got a month clean or sober or 2 months and is like, oh my God, I'm forever grateful and I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for my higher power and what it's given me today. And I've never felt as much peace as I do right now. Shut up. I'll see you in a month getting a 24-hour tip. I judge people all the fucking time. I judge your shoes. I judge the shit out of shoes, man. Wear Crocs around me. I dare you. I'm going to tell you about yourself. I judge when you whine. I judge all the time. We all do. That's how you know if you want someone in your life or not. What are you supposed to do? Just run around picking up everybody? I don't want everybody. I've said this on here before. I don't like everybody. And I wish more people would just say that out loud. Again, I'm not saying walk around being rude, manners, matter, man. Please, thank you. Yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I don't like the ma'am. I am a ma'am. I'm 43 fucking years old. Fucking hate that shit. Manners matter. Don't be rude. Don't be a bully. But I don't have to like everybody. I don't want everybody to be my friend. I was listening to a podcast. They were talking about how people are all like anti-cliques. I like my clique. I like my friends. I like that my friends are pretty. I 100%. I stand by this. I said this on here before. I do not go out of my way to have ugly or fucking grotesquely fat friends. I don't. I like having attractive friends. I like that my friends are pretty. I feel prettier around them. I like being around attractive things. I do. I like pretty people. I like pretty clothes. I like pretty jewelry. I like pretty things. Maybe I'm a little bit shallow. Fucking fine, then I'm a little bit shallow. I'm also saying it out loud because you don't like ugly people either. And I know there's somebody out there for fucking everybody. Fine. Then go get them. Because the first thing that makes you want somebody, it's not their personality. You don't know them yet. It's whether or not they're attractive. People just like to lie. Want to see something? Look at that girl. Hi. She's been living in my lap with these panic attacks. Yeah. So yeah, we just talk shit, right? Like we just sat and we talked shit, and it was nice. It was nice to just talk shit. I sometimes it's hard to just find the rosy, right? Like when I was going through it in 2023, and my dog died, and my cat died, and my sponsor died, and just other people got sick, all the things. It was just a rough year. I told my friend Lindsay how I didn't feel like I was grateful, right? Because my entire AA program, because God, religion's bullshit. Uh, in my opinion, religion is bullshit. And my program in Alcoholics Anonymous is based on gratitude. Like, are you done? So I don't know why in AA. I like it better at NA. At the end of an NA meeting, they'll say the Serenity Prayer. At the end of an AA meeting, they say the Lord's Prayer, which only drives me nuts because it's not supposed to be a religious program. And they'll tell you it's not religious, it's spiritual. Then why am I saying the Lord's Prayer? And then when I don't say the Lord's Prayer, and people are like, why don't you say the Lord's Prayer? I'm like, well, that's a religious prayer. Well, why do you have to be so extra? I'm not, man. That's a religious prayer. I don't believe in God. I'm not going to talk to your God. I had to pray at softball last year. I had to take us out because I won some prize for having the best attitude, if you can fucking believe it. And I said, "Who woke you up today?" Because I know who woke me up today, and it's not the magical, mystical man in the sky. It's three fucking dogs, right? So I don't say Lord's Prayer. So I don't believe in your God. I don't. I went to church. I don't believe in that God. So my entire program is based on gratitude. So at the end of the meetings, I'll say a gratitude prayer, and I thank God, thank the universe for my health, my ability to work hard, my dogs, my family, my friends, and I ask that the only thing I ever ask for is that the universe looks out for the people that I love, the ones that have passed and the ones that haven't. Just whatever, right? So when I was going through it in 2023, I told my friend Lindsay how I didn't think I was grateful. Like I didn't feel grateful. And she's like, well, that's not true. Um, just because I'm not feeling it at every moment doesn't mean it's not there, right? Because I know what was on the other side of this coin. I know that prior to flipping over the quarter, maybe 50 cent piece. Ha. I listened to Chelsea Handler talking about 50 Cent's penis the other day on a podcast, and apparently that man, baby arm. Whew. So it's just it's in here. So hey, can you stop? No. Can you stop? No. Can you stop? See, her tippy tappies are her nails. That's stop. So, tippy pitter patter. Let's get at her. So, I know what's on the other side of the coin. I do. I know what's on the other side of the coin. I know the misery. I know the suicidal ideations. I know the not wanting to breathe in the mornings. I was so tired. I know all of that, right? So my friend Lindsay pointed out that just because I didn't feel grateful didn't mean that I just wasn't constantly sitting in it. I know how grateful I am for this life. I know how grateful I am for every part of it, for every client, for every time my back hurts because I cleaned a house. That matters. It all matters. I know how grateful I am. But it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have some shit to bitch about. Like I am great at perspective, right? I know that the difference in life right now between me and someone in the Middle East is very, very different. I am grateful for the life I have, for where I am, for so many things. That also doesn't mean I'm not aware of the horseshit, though. That doesn't mean that I am not aware that shit's fucking annoying in this country right now and that things aren't the way that they should be. It doesn't mean that I'm not aware that people aren't stupid, man. I had a dude, I don't think I talked about this. I had a dude ask me last week if I believed in the government conspiracy theory behind, I'm gotta tell you, the hair, the roots and stuff, fan fucking tastic, Margaret. So, asked me if I believed in the government conspiracy behind the suffrage movement, right? And I was like, what is that? And he said that the government facilitated the suffrage movement so that women will go back to work, or women will go to work, and then the government will get two incomes, right? Because the woman would leave the house and then the government would have two incomes for its income tax. And I was like, no. Because the women's suffrage movement started in the 1800s and the income tax didn't happen until 1913. And then he went into this thing about the women, leaving the house and not wanting the families. And I was like, man, there are plenty of women who want to stay home with kids. He used him wanting to stay home with his dogs as an example. I like there's this guy's nice, but he never listens to me. I never get a retort when I make an actual valid point, because for some reason when you have a vagina, letters don't turn into words anymore. It doesn't matter what I say, as long as I've got a vagina, I'm just never going to be seen as intelligent as someone with a penis. It's amazing how that happens, because most of the people that I know with a dick are fucking idiots. Um I was like, there are plenty of women that want to stay home and raise children. They just wanted the fucking choice. That's it. They just wanted the choice to do it. They didn't want to be forced into it because we couldn't have a bank account or we couldn't do any job besides secretary and nurse. Couldn't have a small business. Couldn't do anything. Because we just have vaginas, right? And he made a comment, and I was like, man, for the first 16 years of my mom's marriage, my dad could have raped her. And again, you can't tell me that women, man, shit just drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. Like, he sent me something yesterday, and it was this dude talking about how this guy, and I mean, this is idiotic. The guy was like, yeah, I told my children that if I get killed and it's by an illegal immigrant, I don't care. You're fucking dead. Of course you don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the person that killed you is an illegal immigrant. Apparently there was something that happened in the New York subway. It's wild. This is wild. And the only thing that the media wanted, like the right-wing media, because of course they cared about was whether or not the perpetrator of this crime in the New York subway system was in fact an illegal immigrant. Because now they're going to, of course, run the narrative that any crime that happened, it has to be an illegal immigrant. Again, Americans love to commit crimes. All of my friends are criminals. All of them. Many of them are felons. All of them. And none of them are illegal immigrants. Just saying. So the right wing media just wants to know this person is a legal immigrant. Now, the rest of the world is curious about why someone was having sex with a corpse on the subway in New York. That is crazy, right? But just I'm frustrated because there's just anybody that talks like that dude who fucking hit on me and then wouldn't listen to me when I said no. Maybe I will start tonight now that I'm having this conversation. I didn't feel great when I got home from work. My head hurts a little bit and I just don't feel that great. I haven't taken a real poop in 2 days. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. All of you. So I haven't been feeling that great, but I want to start doing some weights, right? Like 3 days a week. So 3 days a week with that, 5 days a week of cleaning houses, 3 days a week of softball, 1 day of rest. Because I think that with actual visible muscles, not the ones that are hidden under my soft bits, then maybe I won't just intimidate men by being loud. I'll intimidate them physically and they'll leave me the fuck alone. Because they don't listen. They don't listen. Which is how it is, right? Because I mean, people really don't care. I heard this comedian, and they were talking about how the narrative that trans women, that men are dressing up like women to go into bathrooms and rape women, right? And again, I don't believe that trans women should play in women's sports. I have never felt threatened by an actual trans woman. I have not. I have felt threatened by men. Because Ben, I'm going to say this again, men love to rape women. And this comedian was like, it's just amazing to me that men, they rape women everywhere. Everywhere. They rape them at home. They rape them at work. They rape them in the streets. They rape them in cars. They rape them in Ubers. They rape them everywhere. Women get raped everywhere. 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 Women get raped. Throughout all of history, women get raped. Raped and murdered. Everywhere. It doesn't matter. But please tell me about those bathrooms. Like, that's the place we're worried about. It's crazy. Again, though, I mean, there's a nuance behind trans women that it's a tough conversation because if you disagree with the just live and let live attitude of the woke left, where when you say you are something, uh, and you deserve everything without any consideration of the people that came before you or have existed, then you are a bigot. So, I mean, not that anybody listens to this, like 10 people. 10 people. Ooh, yeah, Joe Rogan. I listen to him still, depending on the person, and he's another one. And they had this guy on who was trying to say if you're gonna have if you're gonna have people on here that pretend to be experts on stuff and all they do is talk trash, like insinuating that Hitler wasn't the bad guy of the Holocaust and that it wasn't real. God, fucking idiots. And hi. You need to have experts on the other direction too, because of course you do. Because if you're going to feed the masses, because everybody listens to Joe Rogan, then you have to feed all of the masses or feed the masses all of the information. Look at this. Look at this. This is what his undercoat is wild. It is all over my foot. That's yours. I'll keep that. Thank you, bud. Thanks for the present. So yeah, that's what that's like. I I was listening to Jordan Jensen. I need more people to listen to Jordan Jensen. And she had a girl on her podcast, and she was like, "Were you big into Tinder?" And I saw this it was an interview, and the girl was like, "Oh, I was huge into Tinder," and she started talking about it. And uh, I'm so glad I'm not on Tinder anymore. There was a period of time where I was single after my ex husband and I split up, and I made poor decisions because I make poor decisions when it comes to my lady bits. Lady bits. That is how I ended up in Dundalk one time. Don't go to Dundalk. Nothing good comes from Dundalk. Nothing good comes out of Dundalk. Uh yeah, so yeah, just kind of wanted to talk shit. I just kind of wanted to talk shit. Um I was listening to Theo Vaughn. Talk to Mark Zuckerberg because he had him on his podcast. And I was listening to them talk, and Theo asked him about like the necessity of college. And because Mark Zuckerberg's a dropout. I mean, no judgment, I am too, but like I get that it's expensive and that's the interest rates and it's not okay. And someone should just put a kibosh on that because come on. We cap the amount of money. Oh my god. I told this was dumb too. The dude with the suffrage thing and the stupid videos that he never actually answers any response to when I make valid intelligent points because he's not one to hear them because he's just got the penis of maggot down his throat. He asked me the other day, we were talking about taxes, and he was like, "Do you believe in a flat rate?" And I was like, "The only right way a flat rate could work is if there weren't any tax breaks for the wealthy. Like, if everybody has to pay the same rate, then you can't get out of your taxes because the poor people can't get out of their taxes. They have nothing to write off, right?" No retort, none. And then it was, "What do you think about these socialist subsidized programs that you might not pay into, like the firefighters," right? Because that was true before. Firefighters didn't put out all the fires, they put out ones that people had paid for. Because I don't think I should have to pay for my ambulance. And again, I don't think that we should have to pay for college. I don't think that, not all colleges, like state college, right? Before Reagan in California, I don't think you should have to pay for trade school. I don't think that we should have to pay for healthcare. And I don't think that these are absurd ideas. I also need you to know that they're not cutting the taxes for the middle class. And they're still going to collect all these taxes every year. Unless you guys just want to put up a fight one year and we just don't pay them. Like next year, we just don't pay taxes, nobody, and they don't have any of our money, and then they can't do wild stuff with our money. But 9/10 of the money goes to government programs. 9/10 of the tax money, right? And 1/10 goes to the interest in the national debt. The money that Doge is claiming to find, It's not coming back to us, right? And it's not creating more programs. And they haven't stopped paying any of the people that they fired because they're not going to do that until September. And they cut all these amazing programs, right? Like the antivirals for HIV and AIDS in Africa, and um, just all of the drugs they were sending there to help sick kids. They cut all those. The money, right? Again, it's not coming to us. Where's it going to go, right? And these tariffs that supposedly are going to bring in like $6 trillion, which again, the point of the tariffs is to bring manufacturing back to America. Well, like I've said prior to this, we don't have the infrastructure for that yet. So there is no way to do the manufacturing in America yet, right? This is why, in general, when you do this, because it's not a terrible idea, it's just terrible execution, because Donald Trump is, in fact, an asshole. You have to give them time. You have to give them time to set up the infrastructure. You have to give them time to plan. You have to give them time to do the things so they don't have to lay off 500 people like Georgia Pacific did today. They're shutting down a plant in Emory, Virginia. 500 people just got laid off because of those tariffs that are coming, right? So major manufacturing, and they are closing because of the tariffs. So um, you, fuck, manufacturing. What was I doing with that? Tariffs. Oh, bringing in $6 trillion worth of tariffs, right? That means that they didn't work. Because if we are bringing in $6 trillion worth of tariff money, that is taxes that we have paid on goods, right? That's what that is. That's a tax. It's tax on goods. It's going to end up with the consumer because the companies can't afford to pay the tariff without raising the cost for the consumer, right? That means no manufacturing came to America. If we're keep paying in to these tariffs so much that we pay $6 trillion, that means we never started to produce here. That means we are just paying for the imported cost, right? That's facilitating something. I mean, because we're not getting the money back that supposedly they're saving from the government, and the tariffs are just going to hurt us. So, where do we win? And listen, if part of your narrative before the election was that Biden's costing all this money and that groceries are expensive and gas is expensive, and now you don't care because it's Trump, then you're stupid. And you voted for, so just be consistent. Just be consistent. I vote for one thing. I vote for women. That's it. I will say it again and again and again and again and again. I vote for women's rights. If you fall under the umbrella of things that matter underneath that, under human decency and rights, cool, awesome, good for you. I vote for women. I only vote for women. I don't care about the zygote. I care about the fucking woman. They've existed. That dumb cell, that is not a baby. Also offering $5,000 for people to have babies. There's so much trash in this fucking country, and now you're going to offer $5,000, and women are going to take it because they're poor and they want the money, and that just begets more fucking trash in this country. Gross. Gross. I don't like it. I had something else. I don't know what it was. It wasn't very nice. I can't help it. I mean, I can. I can lie. I can pretend. Um, I'm not gonna lie and pretend. I'm not. There. I don't think it's bad to talk about the things that bother you. I don't think it's bad to talk shit. I don't. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to have the same opinions. I don't want to have the same dumb feelings. I don't want to have the same fears. I don't want to have the same hangups. I don't want that. I'd rather recognize that shit in somebody else and know that I don't want it for myself than to not. And then at some point be that person. That sounds terrible. You ever wonder about why people name their babies names they name them? Like, we've had dumb black people names for a while, like Jamiroquai, let's be honest. Like, there was a certain Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, like like, was that the law firm? There's a certain point where you just go, like, black people kind of took like two names, three names, they just smooshed them, right? And then you had white people walking around naming their kids after inanimate objects, like fucking Apple, Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter. Or God, dumb white people shit where every name that ends with a like Allie, Alleigh. Stop that. Or uh Maximus, uh like then we just reach for names that are just like you gotta be I mean they're cute nicknames, but like literally like that's their name for the rest of their life. They're gonna get beat up. Maximus isn't too bad. There's one Linkus, that's a big one. I'd never heard that one before. People just go so hard in the paint when it comes to naming their kids because they want to be original. You can name your kid an original name and they're still going to end up a potato. I mean, kids, man. Damn it. I really had something to say. There was some shit talking in there. There really, really was. I don't know what it was. Maybe next time I'll remember. I do 100% stand by this. I don't know if I've said this on here before. Based on the amount of stupid coming out of people's mouths, I 100% believe that at this point in time, so aggressive. It's so Bubba's. Hey, rude. Just is rude. It's rude. I do believe that everybody should be attractive again. Can we just do that? Can we just do that? If you're a man, please don't have titties. That makes me fucking uncomfortable. Uh, I want people to be attractive again because they're stupid and the shit coming out their mouth is disgusting. And they don't respect anybody. Oh, you know you're old when your knees hurt because you're sitting Indian style. Crisscross applesauce. I think that we should make America attractive again. How about that? Um, that fucking guy, RFK Jr. I feel like I haven't heard anything in the news that much recently because there's been so much in the news that I just haven't been. Oh no, no, Donald Trump just making $1 billion on his meme coin while he's president. Uh, that's crazy, right? We be poor though. Um, I I just want to talk shit. I do. And I'm sure I'll find fun, interesting topics if someone ever asks me to. Or um I don't know. Maybe like when I finally have a friend over in my closet and we talk, then that's fine too. But I feel like I'm just gonna come on here and rant about whatever's choking my chicken. I swear to God, that's masturbating. Um Whatever's got me riled up or antsy or annoyed. Because things are fucking annoying and people are annoying and traffic is annoying and the rain that we've had the past 4 days has been annoying and things are just fucking annoying. People being babies, it's annoying. It's annoying. And I think it's okay to talk about the annoying things as much as it's okay to talk about the positive things. I love my life and I am a happy person. I really am, despite the bitching on this fucking podcast. I am a happy person. And I listened to Amy Poehler today in her podcast with Paul Rudd, and it was fantastic. And I do these things uh, to bring myself joy because I love laughing more than anything else in the world. Belly laughs make me so happy. By the way, that movie Sinners, I forgot to tell you guys, fucking fantastic. Michael B. Jordan, Chef's Kiss, killed it. It was 100% what I thought it was going to be. It was racism and vampires, and I'm here for it. It was one of the best movies I've seen in forever, and the character development was amazing. I highly recommend that movie. But I do think it's okay to just bitch. I think that it is okay to not always have everything be so happy. I think that it's okay to tell the truth about why things are fucking annoying. And uh, I am all for some amazing amounts of laughter and stuff. But I think if I don't have anything to talk about, I'm just going to come on here and bitch about what's bothering me. Because why not? And most recently, it was people screaming in the streets for runners. And it is people that fucking drive Teslas too slow or all cars too slow. Just because you don't want to go anywhere quickly doesn't mean anybody else doesn't. Yeah, it's fact my body hurts just because I exist because I'm 43 fucking years old and I wish someone had told me what being an adult was going to be like when I was 11 and itching for this shit. Uh, but yeah, I think that's about it. So this is May 6th, and if any of you listen to this shit, you're welcome. I don't know. I watched 10 Things I Hate About You the other day, and I gotta tell you, um, that I hate that I don't hate you, not even a little bit, not even at all. Thank you. As always, I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.